my gosh, Ruby! Where are we?
I don't know, LZ. Maybe we're in some kind of attic or something. How do we even get here?
Something doesn't feel right.
Something's off. I feel another presence that's hiding in the shadows, perhaps.
I wonder what it could be.
I wonder. I'm on the edge of my non-existent seat. I'm on edge. I'm edging.
Huh?
Oh dear. Shiver me timbers. Wait.
My timbers are so shivered that it's unbelievable.
Oh my.
Welcome, people, to my channel. Welcome to another episode of this series. What episode? I have no idea. Just look at the title. I'm joined by two people. One who is a composer, one who's a voice actor, and also had me at gunpoint to do this. Please help me. I'm blinking 50 times. I'm joined by the musician, RubyyyButCool.
Hello.
And I'm joined by, you've probably seen us simping over Monster on FNFs. If you have, just run. I'm joined by LZ.
Hello!
How are you two?
I am doing wonderful this lovely evening, good sir.
I too am doing pretty well on this fine evening, despite the heat wave that's been going on.
Yeah, tell me about it. I'm melting.
Yeah.
Anyway, I have these things called questions. I hope they're not too scary.
What are those?
Oh dear. Oh dear.
We need to know stuff about you. Anyway, question one. Who are you?
Okay, it's time I introduce myself first. So, hello everybody. My name is LZDigiArts, and as you can tell by my name, I am an artist. But not only that, I am also but a voice actress, but more of a novice type of voice actress. And I have this one big hyperfixation on a character that I cannot say, or else I'm gonna get gunned down for.
It's Monster from FNF.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm a big enthusiast of him, but I will not say any more of that. Anyways, now on to you, Ruby.
Hello. I go by many. Well, it's like not many. Like about 3 I can think off the top of my head. Like names on the internet. Rubyyy with 3 Ys, RubyyyButCool, or RubyyyDoobie, depending on where you first found me. I am a composer, general just musician, aspiring voice actor, and hopefully in the coming, just in the future, just like a full-blown content creator. The most notable thing I've worked on as of yet is FNF Spooky Mix, which you've probably heard if you're like big into the FNF community. Where I made, I think off the top of my head, maybe like 5 or 6 songs from it, and I was also the voice of Monster in that mod, and also the voice of Moloch. Which I don't think as many people know. This is me. Hello, hi, I'm here.
Yay!
Don't you dare grace for Monster or Ruby in this interview, LZ. We ain't having that.
Well, I didn't, I wasn't the one who said that, okay?
Shush.
At least you did it. Okay.
Ruby, I think a new name for you should just be like just Ru and then B emoji.
Ruby.
Pun. That's punny.
Yeah, I like puns. Anyway, LZ, how did you get into art?
How did I get into art? That's a very good question. Let me take you guys back to the ages of the pandemic, aka
we don't need long stories. Just make it quick.
Okay. Alright, so basically for me, I was hella inspired by a lot of Instagram artists back in the day, especially those with those like paint marker pens. I don't know what they're called. But, like, I was so inspired to do some myself. So I tried drawing traditionally, but of course that backfired. But then I resorted to digital art, and that actually made me who I am today. That's why it's literally called DigiArts, digital art. Yeah. And look where I am now. I have an iPad, drawing so much stuff, so much fan art, so much FNF art.
Look at you both into voice acting.
For me, a lot of inspos to become a VA in a way, especially with projects, especially with mod projects. I also love enjoying hearing the fan dubs in a way. I love fan dubs of like those FNF mods with cutscenes, and also comics. Like I would watch them and I was like, oh my goodness, how talented would I be if I were to voice act too? And I began like voicing my own character at first, and then I kind of expanded a bit from there, which I can't say who I got the role for yet, unfortunately.
For me, like just on a more like general basis, I've just had a massive sort of like fascination about just all performing arts, just all creative arts, like art, like just painting, drawing, acting, voice acting, like music, but like specifically voice acting. Like I've just like ever since I was young, I've just really enjoyed doing voices. Like one thing I did a lot when I was younger is like just like, because I watch YouTube a lot, so I liked to sort of mimic the accents of the people I was watching. There's just like specifically, I remember like very vividly when I was younger, there was one day where like I wanted to go the entire day speaking in an Irish accent, because I was just like watching Jacksepticeye pretty much 24/7. So I just wanted to like speak in an Irish accent the whole day. But like, I don't know, it's just like I just really love sort of like acting in general. I just love different mediums to sort of tell a story, like, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. And well, the question for you, Rubyyy, is well, what inspired you to make music?
Oh wow. When I was again very young, like music was sort of like, it was just a big part of my life. And there was like, when I used to go over to like my dad's, like during the weekend, like pretty much every time I went, we would like have like just little sort of, I guess just like small jamming sessions really, because he had like a drum kit, a guitar, and like a keyboard, that I played a lot, and that was like sort of the first time I sort of properly fell in love with playing music. And then like later on in life, like around 2018, like, I mean, like I've always loved sort of studying music, just learning how everything's like built up together, learning how like everything sort of like melds together in a sort of like cohesive thing, and just like learning the structure and everything. And then like as a 2018, 2019, like is when I first got FL Studio, so I could like finally sort of like compose stuff and get stuff down, even though I think before that I might have dabbled slightly in like composing stuff on like a guitar maybe, but like when I first got FL was when I first properly started getting into stuff. And then like around early 2020, maybe late, around like early 2020 or something, like near around when like FNF got its big boom, like that I started getting like into composing FNF stuff, and I still have like some of my like earliest songs saved on a Google Drive somewhere. And like it's pretty much just grown from there, just like constantly continuing to learn about music composition, like sort of picking out small details in specifically FNF stuff, to sort of expand my like overall knowledge and like to allow myself to compose better, essentially. Yeah, I'd say that's like my journey with music and stuff.
Neat. And now, obviously, that you mentioned it, let's go about FNF. So,
Oh boy.
Segue.
yeah.
Yay!
How'd you find out about the game?
Okay, now how I found out about FNF was way back during the TikTok era, when FNF was heavily popular there, and I would see clips of gameplay.
I swear to God, if someone says they found FNF for TikTok one more time, I'm gonna.
It's not my fault, okay? But like I remember specifically, there was one clip of Cory Kenshin, like playing. I forgot, was it like week 4 or week 3? And I was like, huh. So this is the game that everybody's been talking about, because I would also see other YouTubers playing it as well. And so I figured out I wanted to play it myself. And obviously I wasn't a rhythm game type person, so I would be so shit at it. Especially when I played it on the itch.io version. Not the Newgrounds one yet. So from there, I also, in a way, I found out about the mods at the same time, because I for some reason found out about mods the same day I found out about FNF, because I didn't know that you can actually modify the game as a whole with like your own character or stuff like that. That's why you see mods like Witty, Garcello, Mid-Fight, etc. And from there, I think my history there went a little uphill, per se.
For me, like I wasn't like massive into rhythm games, but I did like play my sort of fair share of like Osu, specifically more Osu Mania, like before I found out about FNF. And like my first exposure to FNF specifically was like I was just in like a call with some friends, and like one of my friends was like playing this like small indie game, small like rhythm game where like, you know, you have your opponent sing something and then you repeat that back, and I found that quite interesting. So like I played a little bit of it. And then later on down the line, I believe, like, the first sort of FNF like YouTube video I watched was from Yub, I think. Like, it was I'm pretty sure it was Yub. It was like before I think it was before week 5, I think. Like maybe just around when week 4 came out, I think. It was like when I first started watching YouTube content about it. And I can also vividly remember one like of the first mods like I remember seeing and playing was someone like took Dad Battle and like sort of remixed it to be more in line with Megalovania, and like they like edited the DD sprite, and like you had to like manually change that in the files, which was like, it's mad to reminisce on that. And then obviously with week 5 and week 6, like that just sparked my interest even more. And then of course that was when the modding scene started to like grow exponentially, you know, with like Witty, Tricky, and like other mods that I can't really remember from the top of my head. And of course week 7, that being such a massive thing back then as well. And then yeah, pretty much ever since then I've just been like, I've just been big into FNF and just sort of like, yeah, just everything about it really.
It's been safe to say it's a roller coaster. FNF is.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
It is very
it's like
big ups,
po-
very big
positives.
downs.
Yeah, positives are like the slow ride. Negatives are the
A lot. There's a lot.
Yeah. That's why I
And-
focus more so on the artistry rather than the community per se.
And now we move on. To question 6. Oh God, help me! So Rubyyy, as you said, you work on a mod called Spooky Mix.
Yeah.
And LZ, you said you have a peculiar liking to lemon monster.
I'm kind of scared for this question. What is it? But yes.
I'm not asking you a question yet. So, Rubyyy,
Uh huh.
how'd you get in Spooky Mix?
Pretty much. Before this, I've never been a part of like a mod before. I've never made a mod myself. The closest thing I've done is like maybe make songs for things that I've never released. But then I decided to one day upload a stress like a rect mix on my channel, which for some reason blew the fuck up. And like later on down the line released a few more things. And then one day I saw Dinner High's like concept of a spooky kids mix. And he made a post asking for like musicians and artists and coders and everything. And I decided, you know what? Fuck it. I'll give it a shot. So I just sent a reply saying, just like linking to then my Guns Erect mix, because I thought that was better than my Stress. I was just saying, I can make music. It'd be cool if I could join, all good if not. And then one day, like not long after that, I got a DM from Dina High saying that I was a part of the team. And yeah, I've just been like very thankful since then of like being able to be a part of such like a big mod. It was like really cool to happen.
And after
first.
And then after Spooky Mix came out, you were probably just there scrolling for Twitter, and I came in and it's like, and then next thing you know, I was like, join my team, please. That's really what it feels like join my team, please. And then I just take in the back, just LZ is like, and her team as well.
Hello.
And yeah, oh boy, here we go. LZ, how did it come to terms with you like a monster?
How did I like Monster? Oh my goodness. This one is gonna be long. So prepare yourselves, guys. Both you, Cian, and Rubyyy, please be ready. I'm about to tell you the history of how I learned to love a monster in 5 minutes. Alright, so again, remember how I said I got introduced to FNF through Corey Tenshin? Speaking of him, I watched that one video of him trying to access the secret song, which yeah, for some reason Monster Song back then was like a secret song, and so I saw him react to it, and it was still the funniest shit until today. But then moving on, I wanted to try it myself, so I did the debug menu type shit, and then at first I was like, oh my gosh, this is the guy. He's so scary. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I was like terrified seeing him for the first time. But then later down the line, I would want to know more about him after the events of week 2 and week 5, because we got to see him twice, right, in base game, and then we never got to see him from there. After all that, even after today, like from weekend 1, we haven't seen him since week 5. So I wanted to explore more about him. So I tried looking up like lore about him, and it seems like he has like a big gap to fill up. And I was, yeah, because there was barely lore about him back then, and I started to become invested. So later, even more later, like throughout the years actually, like around 2022 or 2021, I would see these different interpretations of him that are sort of in character, but it's not canon. It's it. I was like, oh my goodness, these fan interpretations of him are way cooler. It's astounding. It's amazing, and of course the fan art. Yes, I do in fact love the fan art of him, which is why I would retweet it on my Twitter. Okay, so yeah, from there, it sparked up, and I'm not even joking. It sparked up my huge interest upon him, and that's what made me the Lemon Monster. Shut the fuck up! But yeah, that's where it shaped me to the person I am now, and I also really like the fan songs. Ahem, ahem.
Interesting. As we know, Spooky Mix got an update. V2 update had Blazin, which Rubyyy cameo, by the way.
Yes.
And there's one thing that we want to talk about, which is not the Ooga Booga song, because that's its own thing. We noticed that if you played the new Spooky Mix update, you may have noticed that in Stress Spooky Mix, Rubyyy was credited. So Rubyyy, do you want to tell us about that?
So yeah, in Stress Spooky Mix, Dina High had an idea that he raised to include, because we didn't really have, I don't really know how to say it, we wanted something extra for Stress, given the song and what happens in it. So Dina High decided to add Monster after the song is finished. Well, supposedly finished. So yeah, that was just raised to me. Andrew Man made the extra instrumental for it. I just wrote and sung the lyrics for it. And then when I sent that back, he made the vocals for the Spooky Kids, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
How did the lyrics go again?
You've come so far, my children, but I'll take you further. Just shake my hand and you truly be rid of all your burden. I know that deep inside yourself you want this month to last. So rid your souls, I'll take control. I'll make the horror
Oh.
We are not getting copyrighted.
Well, that was fun.
Yeah.
Funny if I continued. I'm kidding.
And the last question is asked from Mix, who wants to know, LZ, how did we meet?
Okay, I know where this one. I immediately knew about this one. So, how me and Cian met. This is out of the blue, but I vividly remembered that he followed my mod account, the LZRR mod account, and I followed him back. And from there, he also started adding me on Discord for some reason. I was like, okay, who is this? This is Ginger, bro. And from there, we kind of talked for a little bit. I thought he was just those type of people to just say hi, I want to support your mod and all that stuff. But no, that actually wasn't the case. My assumptions were wrong. And so from there, we started talking and yapping about shit that we like. And then it just evolved to, strengthening our friendship to what it is today. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
And even though she didn't ask this, I'm going to include it anyway, because Lizzie always asks this question.
Oh boy.
Why are you friends with the ginger fuck?
Well, we seem to, in a way, we seem to be both piqued at our common interests, and then we would also share random shit all the time. And the most important reason why I'm friends with this ginger fuck is because, he's always there for me, and I'm always there for him. The emotional support and mental support, in a way. We're always there to support each other. Is that how I'm saying? Yeah.
Rubyyy, it's also us to you as well.
Oh shit. I guess it's just like, you know, we say it's like similar reason to LZ. You know, we have like a similar interest, and you know, we've just like we just like worked well together on the stuff we have worked on, and yeah, it's just pretty much like just it's just like developed from like, I guess. I can't speak. That's my bad. I guess it's like from what we've worked on is like friendship is just like developed from that. I'd say.
Yippee!
Yay!
And yeah, that's pretty much it for this episode. Pretty short, but I like short episodes. Please go support these two, and obviously support Rubyyy with her music. She makes the peak music.
Thank you.
Guys, get subscribe to Rubyyy, please. She's
Subscribe
like
to
so
me.
close.
I need an empire. I need to make chocolate. I need to make toys and put them in the pyramids.
I need to make a movie.
Yeah, guys, go support the goat,
Were you?
and of course,
Well,
go support me, a goat as well. We're both goats,
Yes.
okay?
Support everyone. Support everyone. Support everyone.
Well, you failed the glazing challenge. Don't you dare graze for Monster or Rubyyy in this interview, LZ. We ain't having that.
Well, oh my god, yeah, you're right. Oh no.
But yeah, support these two. Subscribe to them. Subscribe to me for new videos, and you know, hit the bell, get notified. You know, that all that stuff. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. Anything you want to say? Play Spooky Mix before.
Yeah,
Elsa
guys,
says it.
play Spooky Mix. Play Spooky Mix right now.
Play it
Right now.
Play it now.
You sound like a fucking movie trailer guy.
This summer.
Well, yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. So, Rubyyy,
Yep.
what would happen? You know the song Moonshine, right? From Versus Kin.
Uh-huh.
What would happen if you made like a Moonshine Rubyyy mix?
Oh my god.